Okay, good morning. We have full body circuits today with more of an upper body focus. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust my speaker. All right, abs in nice and tight. Let's get nice and warm. You can put your fitness tracker on HIIT training today because we're going to be doing 3 minutes of strength and then about 3 to 4 minutes of cardio and core. So it's going to be a little different each circuit. I'm going to just make my speaker a little louder. So just keep going with that deep breath up and down. Okay. I don't know why this is not working very well. Oh, I didn't turn it enough. Okay. All right, one more. Good. We're going to hold those arms out to the side, tap, and circle those arms. Good. So we have a lot of upper body today, so we want to make sure those shoulders get warm. Good. Circle the other way. Good. Give me a chest press. In and out. In. Let's make it a step touch. Bring it in and out. In. Out. Good. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, march it out. Good. We're going to bring those arms out in front. We're going to bring heels in front, and we're going to just do a little crisscross. So I'll show you from the side. Good. Good. Warming up those shoulders, warming up the core. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hands to the chest, knees up. Good. Opposite arm, opposite knee. Good. Good. Now keep this going, but just close it up a little bit here. So we're going to make it like an alternating chest press or shoulder press. Good. Almost like you have dumbbells in your hands. Good. Just punch it up. Good. 4 more. Good. Give me a squat down and up and just bring those arms in. Good. Good. Bring those arms down and do an upright row. Good. Just getting those shoulders primed for all the work we're going to do today. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Good. Take those feet out a little bit. We're going to go shoulder roll with a hamstring curl. So we're going to roll. Good. And you can take that whole arm up. Good. 8 more, nice and big. Really open up that shoulder. 4 more. Good. Take those feet out wide, plant them there. And we're going to go hip hinge and up on the toes. Hip hinge, up on the toes. Good. Hip hinge, up on the toes. 2 more. Good. 1 more. Good. We're going to bring those toes out to the side for a little plie pulse. We're going to bring those hands in. So your knees track to that second and third toe, so it's more of a plie squat. Your chest is a little more upright. Good. 4, 3, hold it here, reach behind. Good. We're just reaching behind that knee, warming up those obliques. Good. Good. You can sink a little further down to that plie if you want. Make sure you go all the way up and over. Good. 4 more. Last one. Good. Turn those toes to me. Take a nice big deep breath up. Fold over those legs. Good. Just kind of work everything out here. Get rid of anything that's tight. You can come down to a little sumo squat here if you want. Kind of warm up, or you can just bend, extend there. Ooh, hips are tight today. Chest open. Good. And bring those hands down, bring those hips up, roll it up. All right, we should be nice and warm. All right. Okay. Okay, sounds still good? Good. All right. Let's get started. All right. So you need a variety of dumbbells. Make sure you have something for each muscle group. So we're going to be using shoulders, biceps, triceps. I'm going to let you guys know what we're doing. Each move is about 45 seconds. You'll get a little brief rest, and we'll move into another exercise. I promise it will all make sense, but you're going to get a nice variety here of everything. Some of them are compound moves. Some of them are more just focusing on one muscle group. All right, so the first one is going to be shoulders. So I'll show you what we're going to do. This is 45 seconds. We're going to go up and side. Okay, so we're going to do a front raise and then a side raise. Okay, I'm going to go 10s here. I may switch to 8s. This is our first move. Feet apart, abs in nice and tight. Here we go. Front and side. You have 45 minutes of this move, 45 seconds of this move. So you can always alternate. Okay? So you're really working that core, working those shoulders. Abs are in nice and tight. Bring it up slow and down slow. Good, you're almost there. Keep those shoulders down. Don't let them hike up. Ooh. Finish your last side raise. You're going to put them down. All right, the next move is a compound move. Remember that plie we did? Plie upright row. You can go single arm or double. I'm going to go to 12s here. So we're getting shoulders and a little bit of legs. All right, ready? Here we go. So we plie. I want the weights to be heavy enough so that you separate these two moves. You may have a slight hinge forward on that plie, only because the weights are in front of you. But you want to think pushing up through the inner thighs, push into the heels and the glutes. Good. 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 You have about 10 seconds. You want to think shoulders, pick up the weights. Yes, your hands are holding the weights, but you want to think of the muscle group you're working. Good. Last one. Put them down. Woo. All right. We have a squat to a press. So I'm going to go alternating press, and I'm going to stay with my 12s. So another compound move. Okay. Squat to press. Last move, and then we have our cardio. All right, bring it in. Ready, here we go. Now, if you didn't want to do 2 weights, you could always do 1 weight. Good. Good. Now, you can do both weights together. So we have about 15 seconds to go. I'm going to try to do both. Make sure when you squat, you sit. Go big into it. Feel those shoulders. Woo. Getting shoulders out of the way first. Last one. Woo. Bring it down. All right. So for some of the cardio moves, I'm going to use a light weight. First one, these are all 30 seconds. 2 hops to a drop squat, okay? 2 hops to a drop squat, okay? So get that bone density. If you don't want to jump out to the squat, jump out, you can do a single squat. Ready? Here we go. Up, up, down. Good. So we're getting those legs. Good. Mic is falling off. Good. As you drive the hips down, pause a little bit. Whew. Good. Good. Last one. Good. Whew. All right. One weight. We're going to do that again. It's a little drop squat to press. Okay? So it's drop to press. Ready? Here we go. Drop, press. If you want to make that press a jack, you can. It's a little harder. You have to really squeeze that core. Whew. Since my mic is moving around, I'm not going to do it. I don't know what's going on here. I was just saying how great it is. So it's a little reverse bicep to a press up, working those shoulders. Whew. Last one. Good. All right. We're going to go back to that double hop drop squat. We're going to turn it. So it's going to be a little 180. Ready? So it's hop, hop, drop, hop, hop, drop. I love the little double hop there. Adds a little bit of an opportunity to get that jump training in. Drop into those heels. Come on. Woo. Last one. Woo. All right. We're going to do that press jack again. Woo. Get your weight. And then we have a core move. All right. Feet together. Here we go. Drop, press. Keep going. I'm going to take my mic off. And time. All right, come on down to the floor with one weight. This is a core kind of move. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. Get a weight in your right hand. I'm going to take a 10. So this is the move. We come up, hold boat. We go down, single arm press. Okay, if you don't want to go all the way down, you stay here. Hold it, one leg out, hold, other leg out, hold. Okay, weight is in your right hand, 30 seconds. Hold your boat. Here we go. Go to hollow. It's not fast, and we're only pressing up in the hollow hold. Come on. 30 seconds, core, and a little bit of shoulders at the end of this cardio section. Then we're going to move on to back. Ooh. Remember your option. You can stay here and then do your press there, okay? Alternate the leg. Really, any variation is fine. Last one. Ooh. We're going to the other side. Now you know what to do. Just try to get one overhead press in with a pause, okay, if you're doing the modification. All right, right here, go down, push. Now it might be harder on one side than the other. Whew. Keep going. So get down to that hollow hold, then push. Oh, that's harder on this side. It's slow though. Tuck, hollow, push. Tuck, hollow, push. Whew. One more. Tuck, hollow, push. I want that hesitation in that hollow hold. Whew. All right, get a quick drink. How we doing? I'm gonna run and get a tissue during this break. Good? Whew. So that's the way these circuits are gonna go. You're gonna have 3 minutes of strength for a body part, maybe with some legs. And then you're gonna have some cardio and then a core move. Whew. Sometimes the core move will be in the cardio. So that's why I didn't say it was 1 minute or 2 minutes of this or that. All right, you're going at your first move for back, palms forward. We pulse for 4. We bring it down and then 4 regular rows. Then you go back to the pulsing reverse grip for 4 and then 4 regular rows. I'm gonna go 15s here. This is our first move. And then we have a sumo, okay, with a row to incorporate some legs. All right, we ready? Whew. Oh, I'm going here. Palms forward. Here we go. Pulse it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it down slow. 4, 3, 2. You go at your own pace, but what I don't want is a yanking of the weights or your wrists to be flexed. Wrists are remaining neutral. You should get heavy weights here. These 15s feel perfect. So think about your back, lifting the weight, and then we have 4 regular palms in. Whew. Good. Finish your last one. Good. And come up. Good. So we're probably going around the same pace there because you don't want to go too fast. Even if you have lighter weights, you want to go slow to get more out of it. All right, this one, we're going to be in a sumo. Row, row, up, down, up, down. But do you see how I'm hinged forward? So we're not rounding, but you don't really come all the way up because the weights are here. So it's almost like 2 pulses. I'm going to keep my 15s. Our next move is a little harder, incorporates the legs. Make sure your feet are wide. Whew. Bring it down. Row, row, up, up. See if you can sink down a little deeper in that sumo. Think about glutes and inner thighs here. And again, try not to yank the weight. Keep going. What I've been seeing is this like yanking. You're going to kill your shoulder joint and potentially your elbow joint. It doesn't have to be quick. You bring it up with control and down with control, right? Woo. Come on, we're almost there. Keep that neck and back nice and long. Oh, holy back and core and legs. Last one. Woo, put them down. All right. This one is a little bit of core too. We're going to come down. All right. We have 2 renegade rows and a launcher. Okay. If you don't want to do that in a renegade row, in a plank, just do your rows here. Okay. In all 4s. You're still going to feel your core. All right. So do 1 row and 1 launcher. Row, launch. What does the launcher do? It works your quads, works your core. Again, remember your option. You can be on all fours. My quads are so tight today. And then the launcher kind of puts you in the perfect position for your renegade row. Whew. Little core and back. Come on, finish this off. Again, use your back to lift that heavy weight. Keep your hips and your shoulders square. Good, one more. Whew. Bring it down. Good job. All right. Take everything out of the way. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. All right. So it's a little core and cardio, but not, you don't always have to be jumping to get your heart rate up. So the first one is gonna be shuffle and squat to kind of get that heart rate up. Then we're gonna go down and do a superhero, okay, with a row in a swimming position. Then we're gonna go row burpee, and then we have plank jacks with a ninja pole. Doesn't that sound good? All right, so we're starting off simple. These are all 30 seconds, just enough time to transition. So right after this, we hit the floor, so you don't need any weights for the first two moves. Ready? Go. Shuffle, squat. It takes a few reps to kind of get this going. So I want to always do a little bit of legs in the Tabata, in the cardio portion. I'm going to show you where I am. I'm here with a squat. Make sure you're not here or lunging out. It's a squat with a lateral hop. That's all it is. Last one. Woo. All right, come down. Everything up. We're gonna just go swim with a pole. My chest stays up, but I'm not here. Okay, reach to the crown of the head. Woo. You have to squeeze your core so that you don't move side to side, okay? We work the back, and now we're also working the back with a little cardio with that swim. Woo. You can also take the chest opener out of it. You can bring it down and hold it there, or go down and up if you don't want to hold it up. That extension can be a lot. Last one. Woo. Okay. Row burpee. I'm going to take 2 weights. You can also row and squat. All right. Pick up your weights. Row, burpee. Now, remember we did that row? That high row? You can do that. I like it better because it gets you up. I love this one. I think this is the one we were talking about before class. Ooh. But again, if you don't want to do that one, jump in, pick up the weights, and do a regular row. Come on. Ooh. Last one. Put them down. Ooh. Come into a plank. I'm going to do hands on dumbbells. Plank jacks with a ninja pole, or just plank jacks. Here we go. So with that ninja pole is pull, 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 pull. Use your back, okay? So as your legs go out, you're just picking your elbow back. You're not pulling the weight. I have my hands on dumbbells to have a nice neutral rest. Come on, otherwise you're here, okay? Whew. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Take a break. Whew. So what you want to do in those plank jacks is do the best you can. Your hips do move a little bit, as long as you're in your core. That's what you're looking for. All right. 3 more minutes of strength. All right. We're moving on the chest. Coming down to the floor, let that heart rate come down. Whew. We have single arm chest press, okay, in a single leg glute bridge. So since it's single arm, you know, maybe if I was going to use like 20s or 25 for a chest press where I'm doing nothing really but stabilizing the core, for this one I go a little lighter because it's a single arm. All right. Trying to work in a little legs here. All right. So first, put the weight in your right hand. Your right heel is going to be down. Left leg up. You can also cross it over. You can also keep it bent. The glute bridge is going to stay. It's a static single leg glute bridge. All we're going to do is this. Okay, this is 45 seconds of work. Okay, are we ready? And go. So I was just demoing the move. Maybe you were trying to see which weights you were going to use. This leg is strong. Find a position for it and keep it there. Either straight, knee bent, or you can cross over. On the chest press, keep your elbow out to the side. Not even with the shoulder, but a little in front of it, and focus on your chest, lifting that weight up. Okay, we're also getting a nice little squeeze through the glute. You should be feeling right side of your chest and right glute, right here. Whew. Keep those hips level. A single leg glute bridge, you're not as high as in a regular double leg glute bridge. Whew. Come on, try to keep that hand over your elbow, not over your chest. Okay, keep it nice and wide. Last one. Ooh, bring it in. Ooh. We're gonna go right to the other side. So what I said about that, sometimes I see this, you know, you wanna try to keep it nice and wide. Sometimes as we fatigue, we start to bring that hand in too close. Ready? All right. So weight in your left hand, left heel down. Whew. All right. So I'm gonna bring this leg up. I'm gonna do the same variation here. Ready? And go. So a couple things you can do here. This right hand can just be down for support. You're not pushing into it. But if you wanted to make it harder, you could bring the arm up. Okay, but it has to be straight. It has to be over your shoulder. I want you to use your breath. I want you to focus on your chest and pushing through that left heel. If the weight you have isn't feeling heavy enough, pause at the bottom and then bring it up. Remember, when we bring that weight down, we're not touching the floor. We're just kind of maybe hovering or grazing the floor. Ooh, almost there. Good, give me one more. And bring it in. Ooh, good job. All right, so this one you have two choices. You can do a chest fly. You're gonna get something maybe a little lighter. With your head down, chest fly, leg lower. You can do that with both legs, okay? As long as you're not arching your back, okay? Stay in your core. Or you can do a push-up, knee in. I'll show you what that looks like. So you can do, so if I was gonna do a push-up on my knees and maybe come up to my hands, knee in, okay? So you can do one push-up, one knee in, or chest fly with a leg lower. I'm gonna do a chest fly today, and I'm gonna use 12s. But if you're like a push-up, in a push-up move today, you can do that, right? Sometimes we're in those kind of moods, right? All right. If you're doing double, take your feet together. That will help you. Last move, here we go. I'm gonna do singles first. Remember, it's nice and controlled. And you want to keep your hips down. Same thing with the chest fly. You want your hands a little bit slightly angled in front of the shoulders. Okay? You want to think protecting the shoulder, but working the chest. So again, mix in some singles. You keep a slight bend in the elbow. We're not actively bending the elbow to get the weights together. Your chest is doing that. That's why we go a little lighter here. Whew. Come on. One more. And bring it in. Whew. All right. Good work. All right. Okay. I'm going to give you a few options on this one. Okay. So you can do a full burpee, meaning your chest hits to jump up. Okay, you can do a superhero push-up. That will drive the heart rate up if you want to do that. Okay, and then the first move, or the other move, is going to be a squat, press out, put it down, and jump. So you would take one weight, okay, you squat, push it out, put it down, jump, okay? All right, if you don't like that squat, push out, you can push out from here, put it down, and jump, okay? Whew. All right, those are our two moves, and we're gonna do them 30 seconds each, repeat them twice, all right? All right, let's start with the full burpee. I'm gonna take dumbbells here for my hands, and I'm gonna drop the chest down. Again, you can do swimming here, you can do a superhero push-up. Ready? And go. So I'm gonna bring the chest to floor. Jump, you don't have to, although perfect song for this, right? You can stand. If you want more legs, okay? Maybe you pick up a dumbbell, okay? You have another go at it. Whew. I kind of like that option. So I'm getting a push-up and a little bit extra legs. But if you want to jump today, you can jump. Last one. Whew. All right. Squat, press out. Here we go. Put it down. Get up. This way you're getting chest, but you can also put it down, stand. Whew. Come on, how we doing? Oh, my legs. Keep going. When you push that chest out, push that weight out, squeeze your core. Okay, that's slow. Last one, back to move one. Ready? Whatever you move you were doing. Come on. Woo. This is our chest and core. Woo. I love these full body circuits. Oh, my chest. Last one. Bring it in. Woo. Grab your weight. Last move. Put it down. I'm going to recover my heart rate a little bit. Push out. That push is for your chest. Yeah, and your core. I have a 12. I'm feeling it. Woo. Keep going. Who's at our door? Oh, UPS. Keep going. 5 seconds. Come on. Last one. Woo. Time. Woo. We good? We feeling the chest, the core? All right, take a stretch here for your chest. Woo. All right. I'm going to clean up my space a little bit. Woo. Woo. All right. Good job. Ooh, let that heart rate come down. So these are all a little different, but we got cardio, core, and straight. Okay, this one is bicep. Focus, then we just have triceps. 2 more circuits. You ready? All right. So We're going to do what we did before with all the other circuits. One, just to do the biceps, then we'll do leg and biceps, okay? So that way you mix it up a little bit. All right. So this one we're going to go palms up, hammer down. Palms up, hammer down. So we switch grips at the top and kind of at the bottom too. Okay, hammer up. I'm going to go with 12s here. Then we have a curtsy with the hammer curl, okay? All right, ready? Whew, here we go. Hammer up. I'm sorry, palms up, then hammer down. Elbows point down. Take your time with it. Keep those wrists nice and straight. Elbows down. Good. 20 seconds. So if you're feeling like, oh, I could do these all day, no, not really. It should be hard to finish. But always look to see what your workout split is. You know, did you do heavy lifting yesterday? Maybe today you just want to do moderate. Whew. One more. Bring it down. Whew. All right. We're going to go curtsy, but just one side, okay? So we're going to curtsy, okay? That's going to be 30 seconds, okay? And then we'll do 30 seconds the other side. It's a little different on this side. And I am going to go, I'm going to keep with my 12s. All right, ready? Taking that right leg back. Here we go. 30 seconds. Now, it's a little harder to curl in the curtsy. So if you don't like that, you can curl at the top. So it would look like this. Curtsy, plant your feet, and then curl. I don't want you to start your curl when this foot isn't even down, okay? I want your weights to be heavy. Whew. So I'm putting my foot down right there. Whew. Last one. Hold it center. Roll those shoulders. We're going to do the other side. Ready? Whew. Here we go. Come on. Woo. Push into that front heel. Oh, these are getting hard. There's a little pause at the bottom there. Come on. Woo. One more. And time. Put them down. Whew. All right. We have an isometric. Okay, we're going to go down, down. This one's 45 seconds, then we're done with biceps. Whew. So palms here. Straighten, hold. Straighten here. What is it not? It's not this. It's a little heavier, okay? Whew. Palms up for this one. I'm going to start with 15s and then see how I do. Probably going to have to drop to 12s for sure. All right. Bring them up. Here we go. Now, what I see on this one a lot is turning the palm. Let me show you. When you bring your weight down, your palm's not doing this. It's just down, up, okay? Not that I see you doing it, but sometimes it can happen when our grip strength starts to go. Whew. Pause. You got 5 seconds. Your core is going to feel this too big time because you're holding here, and that's a lot of weight. Whew. Finish. And time. Woo. All right. Stretch out your biceps just real quick. Maybe do a few wrist circles. All right. Okay. Okay, so our first move is going to be curtsy to squat jump, kind of like what we did with the arms, just to get a little legs and a little power in. And then we have plank shoulder taps, okay? I'll give you an option if you can't be in a plank, okay? All right. So start with those feet apart. I'm going to start with the squat jump first and then go to a curtsy. Go. Squat jump, curtsy. If you don't want to jump, you pulse, but you stay low. Come on. Chest up on that curtsy. Keep those hips square. Whew. Last one. Whew. Okay. Plank shoulder taps. If you can't do a plank shoulder tap, have 2 weights holding them out in front of you, light weights, okay? Otherwise, get in a plank, keep those hips quiet, and tap it out. Tap, tap. I have my hands on dumbbells. Feel free to do this option if your wrist is bothering you, which sometimes my wrist does bother me. Good. This should drive the heart rate up. We have a new cardio move. I'll give you an option when we come up to standing. So focus on keeping those hips square as you tap. Last one. Come on in. Whew. All right. Curtsy to jump or skater with a tap down. All right. I want you to tap. I want you to find that imbalance. So tap the floor. Challenge yourself to tap the floor. And if you can't tap the floor, tap a dumbbell. Okay? No excuses. So that's a good option. But if you can go to the floor, go to the floor. So it's not about speed, it's about depth and balance. Your knee bend brings you to the floor, not this. Watch. It's not this. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Plank shoulder taps. Or I'm going to show the option. So go. Here's the option. I have lighter weights, and I'm working those shoulders, and I'm working my core. All right? So it's like a standing plank. All right? Getting those arms away from you. You feel it. Keep going. Keep going. I'm just giving you options. You do you. You don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm stopping. I'm teaching. So you pick what you want. You can bring your legs a little closer. I just wanted to show that option because I didn't show it before, right? Ooh. You can go a little quicker, bring those feet together, makes it a little harder for your core. Okay, last one. Ooh. Good job. So feet apart always helps stabilize that core. Good job. All right, come on up. All right, open up everything. Whew. All right, so you might like this better, okay? You're still working the shoulders, but you're not gonna use a heavy weight. You're gonna use 3, 4, 5 pounds, maybe one heavy weight, but you gotta be able to not lean back, so that's why light weights are great. This is for people who can't do planks. It's a great option, okay? Or maybe you do a plank at the wall, okay? And you do your shoulder taps here, okay? There's all different ways to get around it, okay? Always. All right. Woo. Triceps. Our last circuit. All right. Tricep overhead extension. These are going to incorporate a little core and a little cardio. Our first move is 45 seconds of overhead tricep extensions. So do me a favor, do a few of these, maybe a tricep stretch to get this elbow up. Sometimes it just takes a little more. I like to get, we do warm up in the beginning of class, but sometimes for a move like this, we need to do a little quick mobility, okay? That is move one. Then we're gonna do a skull crusher on the floor with a leg lower. Leg lower to crunch. It's gonna be a good one. And then we do 3 kickbacks to 3 Heismans, okay? And then we'll go into our little cardio core. Okay. Let's get 1 weight or 2 weights up overhead. If you're using 2 weights, push them into each other. I'm going to do this kneeling to challenge my core a little more. You can do it standing. Kneeling is going to be a little harder. Okay, so if you're using 2 weights, you're pushing them into each other. If you can't do another one, here's a nice functional way to take a break. Just do a narrow press. So you can do 1 and 1. Those elbows are in, so you are going to feel the triceps and the chest a little bit. All right, ready? You may see me do that with these. Bring it up. Go. So you want to be in control of those weights the whole time. Brace the core and think about wrapping that rib cage. So really kind of almost like a little, what do they call those things? Corset. You want to think about having one of those on, like you're squeezing your abs. Thank God we don't wear those anymore. Well, some people do, but I would have never survived. My rib cage is is too big. We joke about that. We have like no waist. Good. 5 more seconds. I've learned to embrace it though. Last one. Bring it in. Whew. Okay. All right. We're going to go down, skull crusher to a crunch. Okay. So this is a nice one to incorporate a little core. Okay. So it's going to look like this. You're going to do a skull crusher and a leg lower, and then you're going to crunch. Put your head down, skull crusher, leg lower, crunch. I'm keeping my hands apart for the crunch, but you can bring them together if you like that better for the crunch. Okay, and separate them for the skull crusher. Here's a double leg. Okay, I'm going to keep with a single leg. You want to keep your hips down. And just remember, you're doing a skull crusher. This is great for your shoulder stability. So having those weights in your hands when you do your crunch, you have to stabilize through that shoulder. This is your strength move. So just take your time with it. Triceps should be burning. Give me 1 more. I'm gonna do this. Double crunch. Woo. Nice job. All right, we're gonna come up. And I'm gonna go a little lighter here because we are gonna be doing like a little run with this one. So you're gonna do 3 kickbacks. 1, 2, 3. Bring the weights in. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. And then we'll do it again. Let's do 2 Heismans. Okay? That way we'll keep it nice and even. Okay? Whew. So make sure you have a little room to move. If you don't want to run, just go 1, 2, knee, 1, 2, knee. Plant it down and do your kickback. All right? Remember on the kickback, real quick, do a row to start you off. Shoulders are back, we kick, not this, okay? The tendency would be there to drop your elbow. I just don't want it to happen, so just make it a smaller kickback. I'm going 8s here. All right, ready? So hinge, do your row. We go 1, 2, oh, my triceps. 3, bring them in. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. Bring them in. 1, 2, This is 45 seconds. It's not too much cardio, but it gets the core a little bit. Now you can bring your weights here. That way you don't have to adjust them. I kind of like that better. But you can bring them together too. Woo. 1, 2, 1, 2. I like it actually better that way. Hinge. I'm just going to show it from the side. 2, 3, up. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. Plant. Hinge. 1, 2, knee. Maybe one more. You have to really make that adjustment slow when you rehinge. Last one. Woo. Put them down. Woo. All right. How are we feeling? I'm going to do a little mix here. Okay. Whew. All right. So remember, we did the drop squat with the 180. You're just going to do whatever I say. We're going to do about 20 seconds per move, but it'll be moves that you did before. So if you like to have your hands on dumbbells for burpees, get them ready. Okay? It's going to be so fun. And then we have a side plank, and then you're done. All right. Oh, and maybe one more move you didn't do, but I'll show you that. All right. So we're going to go 180s. Okay. If you like the drop squat 180, you can do that. All right. Ready? Go. Come on. Come on. You're looking at about just a couple of minutes of cardio. One move is new, but you've done it before. And I'll give you a standing option. Ooh. Full burpee. Or you can do that push out and jump. Whew, something chest related. Come on. Whew. Come on. Push. Come on. Whew. Give me a football run. You know this one. Give me in and out. This is a preview of the new move, but I want to get it in here. Come on. Woo. Push. Woo. Come on. Come on. Quads on fire. Fast feet. Can you go faster? Stay up on your toes. Skaters with that tap. Come on. I want you to get low, okay? That's why we're doing these. So you have to go far, but you also have to go low. So don't cut it here when you could really bound. Ooh, come on. Ooh. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Come down. Hands on dumbbells or on the floor. Get in a bear position. Curl the toes under. Hold it. Ooh. We're going to run out, in. Come on. Ooh. So if you don't like that, you're going to be here. But quick. Brace that core. Remember, your hands can be on the ground. Lead with the other leg now. Lead with the other leg. Come on. Big finish. Hands under shoulders. Back is straight. Feel those quads. Ooh. Ooh, variation of that launcher we did. 4, 3. Squeeze that core. 2, 1. Ah, bring it down. Stretch it back. Whew. Good job. Not too long. Come on up. All right. Whew. On your side. Finishing with a plank move. Whew. All right. On your elbow. You're going to be in either a high plank all the way or knee, okay, and one leg. I'll show you what it's going to be. We're going to come up. All right, we're going to dip and crunch. Dip, crunch. If you're on your knees, here it is. Dip, crunch. Dip, crunch. Ready? And go. I don't want you to go so fast here. Dip, crunch. Dip, crunch. So that elbow is under your shoulder. Remember your option. You can have your leg up. Dip, crunch. Dip, crunch. Last one. Other side. Come on. Let's finish it. Whew. Make sure your elbow stays under your shoulder to protect your shoulder, okay? Ready? I'm gonna get you going and then I'll show a standing option because I didn't show it. Dip, crunch, dip. Now you don't have to touch with your elbow. You can crunch there, or maybe you dip and just bring the knee in. So if you don't like planks, if you can't, I shouldn't say if you don't like, you could hold on to something right there. Or maybe you don't hold on to something. All right, maybe you let that leg float and work on your balance. You can do 30 seconds each side. Finish it. Time. Ooh, good job. Come into child's pose. Ooh. Press those hips back. Walk your hands over to one side. Now on this one, you can have your knees further apart or closer together. If your knees are, if your quads are feeling tight or you have knee pain, just go to wider knees here. Ooh. Get that stretch through the obliques. Other side. Ooh. Make sure you go far enough to the side to feel it. Ooh. All right. All right. Thread the needle or scorpion. Thread the needle right here. Scorpion, you're going to come all the way down. Okay. You're going to turn your head to one side. The side you're looking to, that leg comes back. Oh. Oh. Feels good. Go to the other side. The side you're looking to, the leg goes back. Open up that hip. Now you can stay here, or you can repeat it on each side. You're getting a great stretch through this shoulder and a really nice stretch for your hips. Good, bring it down. Whew. Good work. All right, come into cat and cow. So you're gonna have your hands down, round, and arch. Really take your time with this one. Sometimes this gets rushed, and we don't want to rush. Draw your shoulders back. One more. Whew. Good. Come onto your side. Let's stretch out the quads. So you're going to take that knee even with the other knee. Bring that heel back. A nice variation if you're not feeling it adequately there. I feel it always a little more in a prone position, so you can go right there. It's a little harder. You want to make sure your knee and hip are down. And go to the other side. So if you're on your side, you're going to go to the other side. If you're prone, you're going to be here. If you're prone like this, you want to make sure your knee isn't over here. You want to make sure your legs are pretty close together. Whew. We did a lot of quads today. All right. All right, come on up. Find your down dog. So I want you to find a bear before you find your down dog. There's your bear. And then you push back. Pedal out those feet. This is going to be your hamstring stretch for the day. So if you don't like or can't do a down dog, you can do a single-sided hamstring stretch or seated. Really press through those heels. Good. Walk your hands in. Do a half lift here. You can take your hands above the knees or to the floor. You want a nice straight back. Fold. Half lift. Fold. You're a little bit more rounded. Half lift. Remember, your half lift can be here. Fold. And bend your knees and roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulders back. And let's just stretch out the tricep here. Oh, excellent job. Whew. That was tough. Maybe because it's Thursday. I don't know. Sometimes certain workouts just feel harder based on what you did the day before or how you slept. So all those things matter. Open up the chest. Whew. Take a deep breath up. Bring all that good energy in and give yourselves a hand. Whew. So a little bit more upper body focus with those circuits, but we did work in some core and definitely some legs. I will see you next time. I'm going to turn this recording off.